Welcome to the Football Rig, ladies and gentlemen. Back again in one of the best episodes of the AAR, the After Action Review for match week number 10 of the Premier League. All the teams won, actually, the one who are in competition, which is Arsenal, Liverpool, and City. And it was an excellent week for Arsenal, definitely. I mean, after a good win against Burnley, Liverpool won against Aston Villa, City won against Bournemouth. So let's not just keep you guys here. Let's go straight ahead to the match reaction towards those games. Arsenal, I'm gonna leave last this time. This time, I'm gonna leave Arsenal the last game I want to talk about. So the first one we're gonna talk about is guess, guys. It's gonna be Forest and United. This game, man. When you think that Manchester United are back, they come up with these kind of performances against Forest. But we'll see. Let's talk about it. United drew against Forest 2-2. And to be honest, the game was played in the same time of Arsenal, so I didn't really watch the game. I watched the highlight. I'll be quite frank with you guys. And I was watching, when I was watching the Arsenal game, I was looking on the highlights on the side. You see, United scored, and then Nottingham Forest scored twice, and then United scored the equalizer around minute 80. But nothing really much to say here. Amrim, I mean, Sean Dyche, he's a manager who's known to put a good structure in any team. I mean, every team that is facing a relegation battle, they always bring Sean Dyche. So big up, Daniel. Big up to you, brother. So nothing really, man. I mean, the people who are saying United are going to be contenders, nah, man, they're nowhere to compete, bro. What you talking about, man? But if we look at the stats here, possession wise, they had the possession, the shots on target. They almost, they are double Nottingham Forest, but they couldn't manage to win the game. I mean, that's what the weird part about it, man. Oh man, yeah. Pep got the winning mentality over Arteta, and that's why I think City will win league. Haaland is unstoppable. We'll talk about the City game as well. Stay tuned, Daniel, and we're going to talk about Chelsea, man. Congratulations, even though you did not show chess. You did not show chess, Daniel. I show more chess than you, and I believed in your team more than you as a Chelsea fan. Shame on you, brother. Shame on you, brother. Shame on you. Shame on you. But again, man, let's go back to United. So United are really not being a competitive team. I don't see them really competing in probably top 4, maybe top 6. If they get a European spot, I think that will be a great and a massive improvement from last season where they ended up 15th. So we'll see. So I'm not gonna really hover a long time about United. I'm gonna go next. Next we're gonna talk about. Let me see. I'll put my notes here. Liverpool, man. Liverpool had a very good game. So we have a lot to say about Liverpool. Okay. What did you say? What are you saying, Daniel? Here, Pep was being sarcastic in his aftermath. I haven't watched the press conference. Can you summarize it for me? I'll probably watch it after this video, but I did not really see the press conference, to be honest. Can you sum it up for us and for the audience as well? But let me get back to the breakdown of the game. So Liverpool are back on the winning track, and they won against Aston Villa. I mean, Aston Villa is considered to be a tough team. Aston Villa won against Manchester City last week, so they are considered to be a really strong team. So Villa, to be honest, had a couple of chances at the beginning of the first half, but they did not score from those. Then there was a fatal mistake from Martinez, where Salah just capitalized on that mistake and just scored the goal. And that mistake did not come, I mean, the goal did not come by mistake, to be fair. And you know why? Because Liverpool's press was excellent. They were really pressing Aston Villa hard on their 18-yard box, and and they didn't allow them to breathe, and they forced that kind of mistake. This is what press does. I mean, when you're pressing in a very, very aggressive manner, then you're expecting the opponent team to have a mistake, to throw the ball, to give the ball back, and that's what really happened. And Liverpool just capitalized. Salah is in the scoring sheet again. I mean, that really helps him as well, and in terms of confidence. Then Gravenberch came with a second goal. It was a deflection, but it was a goal nevertheless. Liverpool looked really solid when it came to structure and the midfield. I can see the compactness in them. Slot found out, I mean, the mistakes that he had, the spaces that he had, the highways he had in his midfield is no longer there. I mean, that's what I saw from well, at least the first 10-15 minutes, there were those spaces, but later on the game, the spaces just kind of disappeared. Big up, Denzel. Big up to you, brother. What did he say in the conference? Pep said in his conference, says hopefully Arsenal concede a goal. Yeah. I read about it. Danielle. I did not see it, but I read about. Mind games. Pep Guardiola is playing mind games, man. Oh man. But anyways, back to Liverpool. I mean, this is now a couple of games we haven't seen Verts and they had a couple of injuries like Isak and all that, and yet Liverpool showed up in a very, very strong manner. So big up to Slots. I think he found the best formation, the best 11 for him, and Szoboszlai really played very well, to be honest. McAllister as well. I mean, we're seeing Liverpool getting back on track. This is what I'm trying to say. However, they deserve the win. I'm not going to take anything from them this game, except for the first couple of minutes where they conceded a lot of chances. But overall, I think Liverpool was really, really strong, and even the stats in front of you guys demonstrates that domination, which is 16 shots, 5 on target, 53% possession. So nothing really to say about Liverpool except congratulations, man. I mean, they passed one of the tests, and next will be City and Real Madrid for them. So it's going to be a very, very tough fixture. So this win, aside of the 3 points, it's important also for their confidence. I mean, imagine going against City or Real Madrid and you're still losing or in a losing streak. I mean, that will really help them a lot in the short term. So that's it for Liverpool. I don't know about you guys if you want to add anything about Liverpool, but for me, I'm going to jump into Manchester City. Like Danny was saying, he wanted Arsenal to concede a goal. He's being shameless. But let's talk about their game, because I think their game was an excellent one. 3-1 versus a very strong team who is in form. Bournemouth was sitting second before this game, or before even this fixture started, and yet they won 3-1. And to be honest, Haaland is just... I mean, who saw the celebration from Haaland, man? The celebration... yeah, me too, man. I hope a draw. That will really help Arsenal. I mean, both Liverpool and City will lose points in that case. But let me go back to Haaland here, Denzel, man. Haaland is just crazy. He is a machine, and he demonstrated with the celebration as well. If you guys watch that celebration from the first goal, he did it like a robot thing, and man, that guy is just like Denzel said here. He's a machine. He is a machine. He is a goddamn machine. I mean, this guy. Oh man! But listen, again, it shows that City, for me, is still a one-man show. I mean, I'm criticizing City because they are a one-man show, and this is not really good for them in the long run. Because if Haaland is not scoring, or Haaland is not in form, or Haaland is not really on his day, then I'm gonna sit here and wonder. I mean, who's gonna score the goals for City? But another player who actually had a very, very good game is Shirky. Ryan Shirky, man, had a very, very good game. Very good game. 2 assists, excellent assists to Haaland. The header and the pass. I mean, those two assists were really, really incredible. So for me, Shirky really found his foot in the Premier League, and he will help them a lot in chances creation. Who else? I mean, Doku really looked okay as well. Foden, I didn't really enjoy Foden. So I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. But again, man, Haaland also missed a hat trick, by the way. He missed a hat trick. Imagine if he scored that, he would have had a hat trick. O'Reilly just killed the game at the end, and that's it for City. I mean, nothing really to say. They played very professionally and they killed the game, and Haaland scored. Same old, same old. I mean, but anyways, guys, hit the like button, subscribe if you are new to the channel. Before we move on to one of the most ugliest game for the chickens, for Spurs, we're gonna talk about Spurs and Chelsea. That's the next one coming. But oh my god, that game was awful. That game was awful. I don't know what do you think, Danielle? But for me, man, this game is just. I mean, look, I'm gonna give props to Chelsea, because Tottenham were closer to us than Chelsea, and Caicedo. Caicedo is just a maniac in the DM, and a lot of people are now talking about who's better, Caicedo or Rice, Caicedo or Rice. And to be honest, I'm not gonna be shameless here or biased, but I think Caicedo is also very, very, very good. And if you're gonna ask me to choose one of those two, it's gonna be very difficult for me to choose. Very difficult for me to choose. Caicedo is one of those players that reminds me of Kante, reminds me of Makalele, reminds me of Isian. You know, those type of DMs that Chelsea always have very, very good DMs. And Rice, on the other hand, looks, you know, like a general in the midfield. I mean, the way he carries the ball, the way he leads his team, the set pieces he takes. So there's a lot of attributes that Rice has, Caicedo don't, and vice versa. So that's why it's very difficult for me to choose between the two. And I think they're gonna have a battle until the end to see who's actually the best, the best midfielder in this season. However, what's the point of Spurs? I agree with you, Denzel. Hey, there is no point talking about Spurs. We gotta talk about them, man. Man, we gotta talk about them. Look, can't wait for Battle for Caicedo against Rice. Oh yeah, man, that would be a very interesting game, to be honest, and very interesting battle between Caicedo and Rice. I think it's gonna be an interesting one. You're right, Daniel. But again, Denzel, you're right as well. I mean, Spurs are irrelevant. The way they played this game, oh my lord, oh my god, what I was watching, it was garbage. Absolute garbage. And I thought it was going to be the best game of the fixture, but turned out to be the worst, man. The worst game. What the hell? My eyes was hurting watching that game. And I thought, we are boring, you know? I mean, speaking of boring, there we go. That's the, if you want a boring game, that's the definition of Spurs versus Chelsea match. I did not enjoy that match, not a single bit. But hello, MKM. Hello, brother. Hello, hello, hello. For me, I wouldn't really, you know, speak a lot about Spurs, but congratulations to Chelsea. They played very well. They nullified them. They nullified them, to be honest. I haven't seen a single attack from Chelsea. From Spurs, because Chelsea was playing so well, especially in the midfield between Enzo, Caicedo, and James. I mean, those three just dominated Spurs. Oh yes, Simmons, man, you dodged the bullet. Danielle, you dodged the bullet, because I recall Chelsea was interested in him, and they inquired about him in the summer, and they were about to sign him, if I'm not mistaken. So, man, Simmons is just awful, awful, awful. The whole Spurs squad was awful, man. I mean, it's horrifying to watch. What a shit game to watch, to be honest. But congratulations to Chelsea. Congratulations to Chelsea. And the last game, and the most interesting one for me, of course. I mean, I'm gonna be shameless and biased here, which is the Arsenal game, right? The Arsenal game was something. I mean, very, very professional. Very professional. Very, very professional. We kept it clean sheet. We scored from a set piece again, and we scored from an open play. I mean, the game just went smooth for Arsenal, to be honest. The first half, the first 15 minutes, Gyökeres scored from a set piece, and then Rice, the commander, the general of Arsenal midfield, is Rice. He had, I mean, me and Denzel were arguing, was it Gyökeres or Rice? But it turned out even Rice was the man of the match. And hit the like, guys, like Abdullah says. And don't forget to subscribe as well if you're new to the channel. But damn, Rice, man. Rice had a game of his life. I mean, it is Burnley, I mean, but still, it counts. It counts for me. It counts. It absolutely counts. Gyökeres played probably the best 45 minutes I've seen from for him in Arsenal jersey. I mean, the way he controlled the ball, the way he turns, the way he passed, the way he holds in the balance. I mean, in the final third and the goal as well, the position in the goal. I mean, the guy was really, really good, Gyökeres. From what we heard from Arteta, that he had a niggle. So I hope everything is okay because he was subbed off early in the second half. So I hope everything is okay with him. Trossard started a bit slow, but he grew into the game. But here's the uncomfortable conversation that Arsenal fans probably will not want to talk about. But we have to talk about it. We have to talk about it. Saka was horrible. Saka was horrible, guys. Saka, I don't know what's going on with him, but it was awful from Saka. He missed on 2 sitters and you know, no dribbles, nothing, just absolutely nothing from Saka. And it's not, you know, it's not the likes of Saka to drop stinkers like that. Thank God, I mean, we won. I mean, I'm not complaining or anything like that. MKM saying here, you should praise Arteta also. He's really good in terms of decision making during the game. Yes, his in-game management, MKM, has been phenomenal. He's been a phenomenal man, and I'll be honest, you're right, MKM, and I gave him credit for that. His in-game management has improved significantly compared to last season. I mean, sorry. So I will give him his credit. Don't worry. I'm not a shameless guy, MKM. Big up Godfrey. Big up, man. Godfrey in the building. Man, yes, Rice is a beast. Rice is a beast. But I want to ask this to Arsenal fans. I want to ask this to Denzel, even you, MKM, Abdullah as well, and you guys. Who do you think is better, best? Is it Caicedo or Rice? And why? Why would you choose one over the other? I mean, if you guys are gonna choose, I understand you're an Arsenal fan and probably gonna choose Rice, just for sake of, but be honest, be unbiased for a second and decide if you had a choice to pick up one DM, would it be Rice or would it be Caicedo? I mean, this is now the talk of the I would say the social media right now, and everybody's is talking about it. And to be honest, it's a hot topic. I mean, it's a hot topic. Both players are playing in a very, very high level. Um, but we'll see, man. We'll see. But for me, I would edge Rice just because of the set piece. That would be my answer. And speaking of set pieces, I want to show you guys a picture that I think everybody will enjoy. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this, man. The set piece goals since Arteta joined. Okay. He joined in 1920, like 2019, 2020. We had only 6 goals. 2021, we had 10 goals. 21, 22 had 18. 22, 23, the same. 23, 24, 23 goals. 24, 25, we had 25 goals. And finally, in current season 25-26, we have 13 goals so far, and this is across, of course, all comps. Now, the people who are saying this is not sustainable, look at this numbers, look at those statistics very, very carefully. Do you see a trend? I see a trend there, and the trend is looking upward. I think this season we're going to even break the 25 goals, and we're going to hit like 30 plus goals. Oh my God, man. Oh my God, man. Danielle, you are shameless. If you are considering the Conference League, you are shameless. But they had the World Cup as well. I mean, people consider that to be World Cup, but it is what it is. But anyways, this is what the set pieces are, and I think it's very, very sustainable for Arsenal. It's one of the most dangerous weapons they have in their pocket, and it's proven again and again, even in the couple of past seasons, that we are scoring a bunch of goals, and not only 10 goals or so. We're scoring 20 plus goals from set pieces. This is not something that is normal, and this is not something that people can say that, oh, it's not sustainable. No, it's sustainable. Look at this. Look at the numbers. Look at the numbers across the seasons. And I think we're going to continue scoring from those set pieces. But enough of set pieces. Enough of all that. We talked about all the games. And it's a good week for Arsenal. And unfortunately, Liverpool and City won. So they are still tracking us down. So, man, let's see. Let's see how the table looks like right now. This is how the table looks like. Arsenal at the top, 25 points. City, 19. And Liverpool, 18. And, I think once we hit like the week number 15, the 15th fixture, I think the table will start taking shape. And I think it's going to more or less stabilize. You will see the actual contenders and the likes of Bournemouth, Sunderland. I think those teams are not really gonna compete. Of course, this is still one more game to go. It's gonna play a bit late, which is Sunderland versus Everton. Assuming Sunderland wins, if Sunderland wins, they're gonna be 20 points. Wow. Okay. So if Sunderland wins tonight against Everton, they will be second. They will be, oh my god, they will be in front of City, man. Weird. But this is how the table looks like right now before the Sunderland game. I think Sunderland will win versus Everton. But yeah, I mean, nothing really changed. Arsenal on top, and I hope we continue that way. But how does the next fixture, which is fixture number 11, look like? Tottenham Hotspur are going to play versus Manchester United, MKM. You have Spursy. And Arsenal are going to play Sunderland. It's going to be a tough one. A very, very difficult game for Arsenal. Chelsea versus Wolves. That should be easy for Chelsea. And the big one, of course, Manchester City versus Liverpool on the 9th of November. That's going to be a very interesting game. But for me, regardless of the score, I think Arsenal are going to be, in good shape. Of course, assuming that we win. You should win, MKM. You should win versus Spursy. But back to City and Liverpool. Regardless of the scoreline, of course, like Denzel said, we want them to have a draw because that will help us as Arsenal, since both teams will drop points. But even if City wins or Liverpool wins, one of those teams are going to drop points, and which is going to be in the favor of Arsenal. And for me, obviously, I want what's going to benefit Arsenal Football Club. We want to stay away from these teams. As far as possible. We want to wrap up the league as soon as possible. Leave them in the dust. Be 15 points ahead for all I care. But we'll see. I think City are gonna win. I'll be honest, because it's gonna be an Etihad, so they have an advantage there in terms of the stadium. But I think City will win, man. This Haaland guy is just insane. Haaland's just insane, guys. He is freaking mad. A madman. And Spurs and United, I don't know. I really don't know. It smells like a draw, like a 2-2 or 1-1 or something, man. Chelsea, I think they're going to be winning easily. And obviously Arsenal, but I don't think Arsenal are going to blow Sunderland over the water. I think we're going to win, but marginally, I think we're going to win like 1-0 or something like that. So let's hope for the best. But this is it for me, guys. This is the AAR, the after action review for match week number 10. Overall, I think the top three teams, Arsenal, Liverpool, City, did very, very well this week. United dropped points, Spurs lost. The rest, they won. So that's it for me, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in, and have a lovely, lovely, lovely evening.